Starmer's go-to excuse. I was in the dark. Don't believe it. He's deeply in the loop. From Jimmy Savile to Peter Mandelson, Starmer has followed a trajectory of career-enhancing ignorance. He knows far more than he lets on. It's the reason, after all, why he was knighted. By Jonathan Cook. Sir Keir Starmer must be the most ignorant man ever to have entered high office. Here are a few highlights. As Director of Public Prosecutions, Starmer was apparently never consulted on his office's decision in late 2009 not to prosecute prolific and highly connected paedophile Jimmy Savile, despite Savile being one of the most famous figures in Britain. Starmer claims he didn't even know that his own Crown Prosecution Service had opened a file on Savile, a friend to the then Prince, now King, Charles. It will never be possible to confirm or dispute Starmer's account because all the CPS files related to the case were destroyed under Starmer's watch. Again, as DPP, Starmer was supposedly not informed that the CPS was insisting through 2010 and 2011 that Sweden press on with sexual assault allegations against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, despite a lack of evidence. Assange had deeply embarrassed the UK and US by exposing their war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan. Starmer's officials again secretly destroyed the email trail between the CPS and Sweden that would likely have illuminated his role in the affair. As Labour leader, Starmer apparently had no knowledge of the fraudulent activities being carried out by Labour Together, the shadowy think tank that brought him to power, including its covert campaign to smear journalists who tried to expose its criminal acts. As Prime Minister, Starmer claims to have had no idea of the depth of the ties between Peter Mandelson and serial paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, even though Mandelson was the most influential figure in the Labour Party, backing his bid to become leader. In return, Starmer would promote Mandelson in late 2025 as ambassador to the US. Starmer said this week that he was kept in the dark that Mandelson had, in fact, failed vetting by the British security services for that post of ambassador. That requires that we believe his own Foreign Office, which overruled the security services decision, did so without consulting with him. This is one long trajectory of career-enhancing ignorance and incompetence. Does any of it sound even vaguely plausible? There are lots of clues as to what might really be going on, such as a spate of secret flights to Washington by Starmer in 2011 when he was DPP to meet top US law officials that, against protocol, went unrecorded. What was discussed will never be known because all CPS files related to the flights were, once again, destroyed. However, the meetings are likely to have included discussions, later acted on, to seek Assange's extradition to the US for political crimes so he could be disappeared into one of its supermax jails. Or Starmer's decision in 2017 as a shadow cabinet minister to secretly join the shadowy CIA-linked Trilateral Commission without telling the Labour Party's then leader, Jeremy Corbyn. Notably, Lord Mandelson has also enjoyed the rare privilege of being invited to join the commission. Or Starmer's failure to declare to Labour members that his campaign to become Labour leader had been underwritten by prominent pro-Israel lobbyist Trevor Chin. Secrecy and destruction of records have been a consistent pattern under Starmer. Chin was also the key funder of the Labour Together think tank, which failed to declare its funding and main donors in violation of Electoral Commission rules, most likely to prevent Labour members knowing that its activities were being bankrolled and the party captured by billionaires like Chin. Starmer is far more in the loop than he lets on. After all, that is precisely why he is Sir Keir Starmer. For nearly 2 decades, his job has been to do exactly what the British establishment has demanded of him.